Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm Elsa. I am a yoga teacher, clinical psychologist, meditation teacher, and just a girl living her best life. But it wasn't always like this for me. And I'm a person who was diagnosed as someone who has chronic clinical depression that will always stay with me no matter what I do. Like my brain is just wired that way. But as you can see, not only I don't look depressed, which is I know a dangerous thing to say. I'm a very happy person, honestly, and I just want to talk to you, I guess, about my depressive episodes, about one of them, what happened, how it felt, what helped me to get out of that state, and yeah, hopefully this video resonates with someone. And if you're feeling low and feeling unworthy or depressed or going through some hard time, maybe you see my smiley happy face as a statement that it's not gonna last forever and the end will come, and the good end, it can get better. Life can and will get better. And yeah, so let's dive in, I think. So the worst ever. I mean, I had several like very bad ones, but I guess the most impactful, the most, I don't know, it's like the most unfair episode happened to me when I was 19 years old. I believe in some communities, like in some psychiatric communities, it is called a dissociative depression, but I like to call it blackout depression because pretty much from the end of 2013 till spring of 2015, I have close to zero memories. It's just these years were taken away from me by the darkness. And yeah, this is something that I will never be able to return. But yeah, that was hard. So, what exactly happened? I was a promising young woman at the age of 19, kind of thriving in my city, St. Petersburg. I was dancing a lot. I actually just started getting like my first gigs as a dance teacher and like as a dancer, like in a nightclub or something like this. I was semi in love. I got myself into a great shape, even though I had a bunch of eating disorders before. Like I fell in love and I managed to somehow control my food intake, and I was dancing so much and I was loving it so much that like I didn't need food that much. So I was beautiful, like I was thriving. And one day I was just walking down the street and some man approached me, and I got assaulted. Can I say this on YouTube? I don't know. But yeah, something very negative happens. That happens to almost every girl at some point of her life, I think. But me, being autistic, being traumatized since childhood, and being with very fluid, let's say, with a very fluid psyche, with very fragile psyche, this just broke me. So that was end of summer 2013, maybe like very early autumn, like early September 2013. And it brought me back to my essay when I was a kid, when in my mind, I put that beauty equals danger, equals harm, equals pain. And so my health started declining rapidly since the moment it happened. Like I woke up having like knee pain, feet pain. I woke up feeling empty inside, and I started losing hair. I think now my vision was fine. No, my vision started deteriorating again. And yeah, it was just all same cycle as happened when I was 7 years old. And I felt completely alone. Like I was in love, but like not that in love that I can come to the guy saying like, you know what happened to me? I got this say like, I don't know, it's stupid late teen love, but whatever. And in a period of like 2 months, I've gained since like yes, early September, early November, let's say, I've gained like 10 kg, which is like 20 pounds. I've cut my hair short like this because they were starting falling down, and I was blonde, but like I just bought black hair color and I colored my hair black. I quit dancing because my feet were hurting. I stopped going out pretty much anywhere. I just thank God my parents supported me. Like my father, best father, he was sending me some allowance when I needed to, and I was always good at like managing money. So I've stretched this allowance, so it's enough for some rent and food, like very junky, cheap food that you could have find back then. The prices were more affordable, and so I had my birthday in the end of November, and it was like Hunger Games premiere. I'm not sure which Hunger Games, but Hunger Games was like my birthday movie because it's always like premiering close to my birthday. And so I went to the cinema alone. The guy I was in love with, when he saw that like I stopped being so desirable and beautiful, he stopped like approaching me and like yeah, pretty much paying attention to me. And on my birthday, I also found out that not only he did not congratulate me, but he also spent the day with another girl who had birthday the same day as me. And so I remember going to the movies alone. I bought myself like a cheesecake, like a full size cheesecake. And I just sat down in the movie theater, crying, eating the cheesecake. And then one screening finished, I bought ticket for the next one, and I was just sitting there crying. And then I closed my eyes, and then the only thing I remember is opening them again, like in the beginning of 2015 when I was like 21. Um, yeah, that was sad. The reason I'm telling this right now because I had this I hope you don't hear birds too much. Because I had this very, not triggering, but like bittersweet situation where a very young guy was trying to compliment me slash nag me, but whatever. He was telling something like, "Oh, you're so beautiful, but I bet when you were like 20 years old, I'm 31 now, but I bet when you were like 20 years old, you were stunning." I'm like, "Thank you," but I don't have pictures from that timeline. If I find any, I will put them right here. But yeah, I was dead. Like I was just literally dead inside. I have like maybe handful of memories. I remember, I think it was winter time or sometime. I visited my parents. Like they lived in another city, and I remember just sitting with them in the car, and my mom asked me like, "Did anything happen? Maybe you got assaulted or something?" And I was just staring at the window, and that's it. Yeah. So back then, I didn't do therapy because I couldn't afford it. I was so traumatized. I couldn't speak about what happened to me, like what's happening. I was just frozen and dead. And I did not really see the way out. Like honestly, I was just that. Like the time was flying, hair was growing, weight was growing as well. I was watching TV shows, laying down in bed. I wasn't working. I wasn't going out. I was just like going out once a day into the supermarket, buying myself junk food and cheesecakes, and coming back home. It was a very, very, very sad time. What helped me to get out of it? I would love to say that yoga, mindfulness, meditation, people around me, but no, people around me at some point, yeah, because I was renting a room and I had to like leave it because like my lease was finishing or something like that. And I had to urgently find some new place to stay, new roommates. And I found two girls. One of them became like my best friend. Um, it was a weird relationship. Like we are not friends anymore. We went very separate ways. But it was like the first person I started talking to in 1 year. And she was working as a waitress. And I'm like, okay, I think I need to start working. Okay, let's go waitressing. And she had a cat. And like, we were living in an apartment. I was playing with that cat a lot. And it like helped me partially. And I'm like, I want to hug someone when I'm laying down in bed. I also want a pet that I can call mine. And so I adopted one kitten, and then I adopted another kitten in like 2 months. And that was the best decision ever, honestly, because for the first time I had something that I needed to take care of because I didn't care about myself, my well-being. I didn't care if I live or die. But I took the responsibility for the living beings, for their health. I didn't want to feed them like the cheapest option possible, right? Like, I wanted to buy them toys and stuff. And so I started working. I had to talk to people while waitressing, right? And yeah, I have pictures of my cats when they were little. It's they really saved me. Like, it's stupid, but when you are so depressed, like, you have no room to build any human connections, because first of all, like, being a person with an eating disorder, you feel like you're the ugliest, the oh, my inner dialogue was horrible, guys, horrible. Like, I have scoliosis since I'm born, and I was like thinking that I'm some sort of hunchback of Notre Dame, like I'm the ugliest person on earth. Nobody will love me, nobody will even look at me. Like, I don't deserve any good treatment. Like, this was my inner dialogue 24/7. I'm saying it now. I'm almost tearing up, as you can see. um, but caring for animals and seeing animals, like, one of the cats, she's like so smart. Whenever she felt that I'm sad, she would like climb on me and like doing her cat stuff. That helped a lot. And then feeling this kind of love from living being got me energy to start maybe walking to workplace, because I used to love walking before this essay situation happened. I started talking to colleagues. I think I went out a couple of times. And then spring 2015 came. Me and this girl I was living with, we started, like, going to the parks nearby. And yeah, this is how I got myself out. I think I it was a long way. I mean, don't get me wrong. After this time, like, after the time I got some memories back, some feeling of life back, I quit one waitressing job. I applied to another one, which was like in a luxury hotel, because I used to speak Chinese a little bit, so they hired me. And there we had like so many good people, and like, people healed me. Yeah, I mean, honestly, first animals, some circumstances, and then people. And I started earning some money that I can invest in me, and I started going to therapy, and I started to buy myself some clothes that is not just like, the cheapest, the ugliest clothes, just to cover my ugly body, so nobody is offended by seeing disgusting picture in front of them. This is what I was thinking. And yeah, life just started rolling again. But obviously, I feel sad that I cannot. I mean, it's not that I feel sad, I cannot turn back the time, but the years I wasted are are gone forever. There is nothing I can do about it. But what I can do is to keep on living, maybe reliving some things that I should have done in my early 20s, but I didn't because I wasn't here. And I think partially because all of the experiences I've been through, this is why I'm so passionate about like therapy and helping others and even like talking about it online, because back then I think, so what, it's like 10 years ago, there wasn't as much mental health awareness and mental health transparency online. Like nowadays, you open YouTube, you can find a bazillion videos of people sharing their depressive experiences, sharing their life-changing experience, sharing their upgrading themselves experiences. But back then, you feel alone and you feel hopeless, helpless, meaningless, powerless, and somehow you feel ashamed that you couldn't handle life and couldn't handle things that happened to you. And yeah, I'm very happy where I am at now. I'm very happy I invested my money not into drugs, not into alcohol, but actually into therapy the moment I got some money back. Not back, but the moment I started earning any money. And I feel like this is partially my duty, my karma, if you will, to show example that no matter what kind of shit is happening to you, child essay, adult essay, bullying, blackmailing, toxic relationships, you name it all. You can still survive, thrive, and you still deserve to live the best life you dreamed. You just have to find the courage to speak up and to ask for help, because if I exist, then other people like me exist. If me, who was like going through hell, existed, and me who like survived this hell and now is willing and open to help other exists here and now, it means for you, if you are struggling, there is a person who can help you. There are people who been through, if not yours, but similar experiences, and learned similar lessons to mine, and are working towards bettering the world, bettering the life, and working towards, peace and how to say, I don't know. I lost the train of thought. But basically, I believe that the world is full of, obviously, the world is full of shitty people. Like, that's not something new. Oh my God, I lost my earring. So sad. Okay, I think I'll find it. But on this, oh yeah, I found it already. But as much as the world is full of shitty people, the world is full of wonderful people as well. The world is full of people who are willing to help you. But I was thinking I'm alone. I was thinking I'm stupid that I spoke to a stranger on the street. That I was thinking that I'm weak for not being able to handle everything that happened to me. But no, I'm just human. Nothing to be ashamed of. There is nothing to be ashamed of in being human. So please, if you feel down, if you feel sad, ask for help. Especially now, there's so many sources online. There is so many affordable therapy options, especially like in my country at least. Um, you got this. We can get through it. Don't let shitty people win. I mean, that's your life. Yeah, they put you down. Maybe they cut your wings, but be the phoenix, I think that was something that motivated me. I was like, yes, I am a victim, but I am a victim of this circumstance. I'm not willing to call my whole life, like a life of a victim. I'm not ready to give up all my life just because someone decided to make me a victim of one circumstance. So yeah, you're not a victim, you're a survivor. Um, you can do it. I don't know, sorry, I lost my train of thought. But that was me talking about my depression that happened to me 10 years ago. I've had several episodes after that, but nothing as severe as losing almost 2 years of your life, just like that. But yeah, thank you very much for watching. Please remember, you can go through it. You are not alone. It will get better. Yes, take care of yourself. Please go hug a loved one or someone who you think is sad and needs a hug now, but ask for consent first, okay? Thank you very much for watching. Bye.